Sup folders, so in today's video we're going to be starting a new series called GEEK or JOCK. Basically, this series is going to be a longer podcast style episode, but in this episode, we're going to try to get it out pretty quick because I'm recording this of Super Bowl morning, and we're going over stuff for the Super Bowl, so yeah, of course I want to get it out. Also, these videos are usually going to be 30 minutes to an hour long, and eventually we're going to try to get some people to come on here and talk about stuff. But the whole reason that it's called GEEK or JOCK is that on this channel, we're going to be talking about sports. We're going to be talking about football, baseball, hockey, but then on my other channel, GEEKO, we're going to be talking about nerdy stuff, Marvel, DC, Lord of the Rings, Jurassic World, whatever. I actually posted the first episode of GEEK or JOCK at 10:30 this morning, so go check it out on that channel. It should be up. But if you like this new series, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can see videos just like this on this channel and my other channel, GEEKO. We're going to be going over my top 5 reasons that I believe the Eagles lost defensively last time in the Super Bowl. The difference in the players from last Super Bowl to this Super Bowl, the big players that are going to be making big plays in this game, and my final Super Bowl prediction. So in Super Bowl 57, the Eagles obviously struggled on defense because it ended up being 38-35, and their big thing was getting sacks and getting whatever, getting turnovers. There was 0 turnovers, there were 0 interceptions, and there were 0 fumbles. That's a problem, and we're going to see why. Reason number 1, his name is Avonte Maddox, and reason number 2, his name is Marcus Epps. I actually did some film study. I full-blown did film study. I went on NFL Plus, looked at the all 22, and just watched them just get absolutely just demolished. They did not play smart. They did not play good. It was just horrendous. Reason number 3, which I think affected a lot of these reasons, the turf was incredibly slippery, and when you have 2 edge rushers that are really good, and make the whole thing is that they can keep their balance when they're getting low, whatever, and that's the whole reason they're able to get sacks and able to get fumbles and able to get whatever, and they're trying to get the edge and they slip because they can't get their footing, because they can't keep their balance, because they're trying to get low and get past the guy, but they can't do that because the field's slippery. That's a problem. And the amount of times that I watched those 2, Josh Sweat and Hassan Reddick, slip alongside CJ Gardner-Johnson, TJ Edwards, whoever was guarding Travis Kelce, he had like 3 or 4 30 to 40 yard plays just because our players slipped. And I get they sound like excuses. I do admit we did not play good defensively. So I think that did affect it a little bit, but overall, my main 2 reasons was Avonte Maddox and Marcus Epps. Number 4, again, another place where we got outplayed. There was a play on the goal line where they motioned somebody, and this happened twice for 2 touchdowns. They motioned somebody, and then they put their foot in the ground and went back to where they originally were. I don't know exactly what that's called, but they went into motion and faked the motion. But the problem was, for example, one of the plays, Darius Slay was going over with the guy in motion, starts full on running, points, he's like, oh, I'm running this way, but he has his back turned to him. He has his full-blown back turned to him. He has no eyes on him, and he gets faked. There was a play against the Rams, I don't know if it was in the playoff match or the time we played them earlier in the season, but I did see a clip of us figuring that play out. So hopefully they can't just do that to us this Super Bowl. That would, I would be really pissed off if that's how we got. And I'm sure they'll come up with something, and it'll be great, and it'll be amazing. Andy Reid's a great coach, so I get it. And number 5, that bull holding call. I don't care if technically in the rules, if it's a catchable ball and or if it's not a catchable ball, it doesn't matter, because in a holding, it doesn't matter if it's catchable or not. If they grab him at all, it's a holding call. I don't care. You don't let the slightest grab of a jersey. And watching it back, it's even less than I remembered it as. If you're calling that in the biggest game, in one of the best Super Bowls, if not the best Super Bowl I've ever seen, if you're calling that in the last whatever for the Chiefs, I don't know what to say. That's all. I'm not going to have any more comment on that. Because now we're going to be moving on to the difference in players from last Super Bowl to this Super Bowl, and these are huge. And just looking at it, dude, it's exciting. First, we're going to start at wide receiver. I know my friend Manny loves him. We're going from Quez to Jahan Dotson. I think it's a slight upgrade. It's nothing crazy. It's a slight upgrade. But Jahan Dotson had a really, really good catch. I remember it was a Kelly Green game. I think it might have been against the Jaguars. But it was a really good catch. And I do think there is a chance that he has an insane catch in this game. Slight chance. I don't think he will. But if he does, if the ball does go to him and he's got to make a play, I think there's a really good chance he makes a play over Quez. I think Quez fumbled or Quez fumbled in a playoff game or something. But yeah, Quez was not clutch. I'll just say that. Sticking on the offense, we go from, and I think this is going to be one of the main changes in this Super Bowl from last Super Bowl. We go from running back. We have Miles Sanders. Had a great year. Loved Miles Sanders. He was a solid running back. You have the best offensive line in football. They're going to make anyone look good. Sanders had experience with the team. Understandable. You get a player like Saquon Barkley, probably the biggest upgrade out of any upgrade from last Super Bowl to this Super Bowl. Saquon Barkley is a difference maker. Okay, we're going to go into what statistics, how many yards I think he's going to get in this game, if he's going to get a touchdown or not. Whatever. I'll get to that in a second. But biggest difference maker in this game. He's going to at least scare them a little bit. That's all I'll say. And then for our offensive line, obviously, you go from Kelsey down to Jurgens. It's a downgrade. Much of a downgrade from how he trained him to be? I don't think it's much of a downgrade. I think it is a maybe slight downgrade, but I don't think it'll be that much of a difference where if you had Kelsey, it would be so much better. That's where I feel confident that the downgrade isn't going to be a detriment to the team. That's all I'll say. I'm excited about that. Also, going from Sayamalu, I'm pretty sure, to Mekhi Becton and Landon Dickerson. I know Dickerson was on the team, but he was at guard, I believe. But yeah, like that switch from Kelsey to Jurgens, slight downgrade, but getting Mekhi Becton and Landon Dickerson and all that, fantastic. And our Tyler Steen and Fred Johnson, they're great. They are phenomenal. They are good pieces when we need. If somebody gets hurt, that's great. They step right in, and it's like, you know what? This is downgrade, but it's not gonna kill us. And that's the big thing you need. You need players when somebody gets hurt or somebody can't do it or somebody whatever. Somebody steps up, and that's awesome. Now you have Jalen Carter, Ajomo, and Nolan Smith. A few of those are a downgrade. I think Reddick down to Nolan Smith is a downgrade. Much of a downgrade? No, he's really stepped up. At least in the past few weeks, he's really stepped up, and I'm excited to see if he can make a play. That will be awesome. And obviously, Jalen Carter getting not even recommendations, a golden star. This is a new guy. He's gonna take my spot. This is gonna from Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald said, "Yep, we found my replacement." He is a monster. He is gonna destroy through this game. They're gonna have to double team him. And seeing Nolan Smith and the rest of that defensive line try to get to Mahomes, we're gonna come back with more than 0 sacks. And if we don't, that sucks. That really sucks. They really outplayed us. But you should get some sacks. You should get a fumble or two, or force an interception or whatever. I don't know. I'm excited. Linebackers. Last time we had Kaiser White and TJ Edwards. This time, we have Oren Burks stepping up for Nakobe Dean. Okay, it's a slight upgrade from Kaiser White. Slight upgrade because, he's still the backup linebacker. But, man, has he played fantastic. Has he stepped up. We've had so many players step up for us. And, it's beautiful. It's beautiful, man. I think we would have had a better chance with Nakobe Dean. But, I like Oren Burks. If he steps up and makes a huge play, I love it. But then we got the snubbed Defensive Player of the Year, Zach Bond. Zach Bond, the Bald Eagle. The Bald Eagle. He's going to go crazy this game. He's going to take out Mahomes. He's going to take out running back. He's going to take out whoever you need him to take out. Love Zach Bond. He's going to do great. That's an upgrade from TJ Edwards. I don't know how much of an upgrade, but it's an upgrade. And finally, the thing that killed you in last Super Bowl, your DBs, your safeties, your cornerbacks. You had, again, what I said, Marcus Epps. You going into Ed Reed Blankenship. Upgrade. Avonte Maddox to Cooper DeJean. Big upgrade. Humongous upgrade. And then, one more. James Bradbury. Actually didn't play terrible in the Super Bowl, other than that one holding. Actually, I watched it back. He did not play bad. He didn't have a bad season this season. So, it makes sense. But still, Quinyon Mitchell. That is good. They're going to tear up through this game. And if, you know what? He makes them look like rookies. And this is just sad on the secondary part. That's going to suck. But I got hope. I got hope and dreams in Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean. They're going to be special. They're going to be special in this game. And they're going to be special for the rest of their careers. That's why I got a Quinyon Mitchell jersey. And that's why I want a Kelly Green, Cooper DeJean jersey. They're going to be special. We're going to get a pick. We're going to get a pick from one of them. Or they're going to force a pick that CJ Gardner-Johnson jumps up and goes and grabs it. Because they're locking down. We'll have to see. Next, we're going to move on to our big plays by our big players. We have 8 of them. Let's go through them. I know, the Chiefs have such a good run defense. What? They didn't against the Bills, did they? Saquon Barkley gets 70 to like 100, 105 yards. I don't think he's going to go crazy, but I think if he does break 100, it's like 105 or something like that. But yeah, Saquon Barkley is going to play great. Number 2, Travis Kelce, bunch of targets. If we do get beat up somewhere, it's going to be at the tight end position. Zach Ertz totally dominated us, but it's Zach Ertz. Come on. But also, I could see, it's Travis Kelce. Come on. I think if they do beat us up somewhere, it's going to be at the tight end position, and it's going to be Travis Kelce. Number 3, and I can guarantee you this, the Eagles will get a turnover. The Philadelphia Eagles will get at least one turnover, a fumble, an interception, whatever. They're going to get one. There's no way with a 10-point differential in turnovers, you get none in the Super Bowl. You're going to get at least one. I almost can guarantee 2. Okay? They're going to at least get one. Jalen Hurts throws for over 200 yards. I could pretty much guarantee he's throwing over 250. I don't know, though. I don't know. He's going to throw over for 200. But maybe over 250. Goddard is somewhat going to make a big play. He's either scoring a touchdown or he's going to at least have 50 to 60 yards. I think the betting line is 50. He's going to get the over on that. I'll tell you that. Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley both get a rushing touchdown. Almost a guaranteed lock. The Chiefs run a lot of man coverage. You know who's great in man coverage? Significantly better, especially. A.J. Brown. Big game. Humongous game. At least 70 yards. And one of the two, either Jahan Dotson, my big bet here, Schmitty has an insane catch. Some sort of toe tap, behind the shoulder, some sort of insane deep catch is going to happen, and it's going to be awesome. And that takes us, you know where that takes us? My Super Bowl 59 score prediction. My final prediction is I think the Eagles are gonna not win by 1, not 2, or not 3 points. The Eagles will almost, except for a missed extra point by Jake Elliott, will almost win by 10. The Philadelphia Eagles will win by 33-24 against the Chiefs. That's my final prediction. What do you guys think? Are you guys excited about this game? I'm full and stoked. Yeah. This is gonna be a sick game, and I know all the people are not excited. I hope a meteor strikes the stadium and we don't have to watch the Super Bowl. You guys are mad about the fans. Don't be mad about the fans. Enjoy the game. This is going to be crazy. If you need to root for somebody, please just root for Saquon Barkley. I don't care if you root for our whole organization. That man deserves it. If you look at him and listen to him and hear all the interviews and press conferences and just see everything Saquon Barkley's about, you want to root for the guy. And I also think you should want to root for Jalen Hurts and a bunch of other guys on our team. But if you want the Chiefs to three-peat, great. Go have fun with that. Suck it. All right, root for the Eagles. Let's go. Go Birds. Fly, Eagles, fly. And thank you for watching. That was Geek or Jock for this channel. So if you did enjoy, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and make sure to throw a touchdown pass to Saquon Barkley on that notification bell. Hopefully you guys have a fantastic day. And if you cannot have a fantastic day today, have a fantastic day tomorrow. I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya!